A really unique take on Sticky Web recently peaked rank 1. This team by Setsu Setsuna was built around a Swords Dance Cinderace, as well as offensive Nasty Plot Pecharunt. It featured some cool techs like Terra Ground Dragon Dance Dragonite using Dragon Tail to get Iron Defense Zamazenta out of there, and Supercell Slam Adamant Booster Energy Iron Treads to 2 KO Corviknight and Alomola. Today we'll be trying it out for ourselves on a very high ladder. Let's see how it does. Today we're using a team that peaked Swords Dance Cinderace. For some reason, the sets are not showing, but we have the RMT right here. Shout out to Setsu. It is Swords Dance Cinderace, Impish, Araquanid with Mental Herb, Black Glasses, King Gambit, Lumberry, Dragonite with Dragon Tail, and then we have Booster Energy Attack, Iron Treads, and lastly, a Nasty Plot Pecharunt. Opponent's team is very, very threatening. I'm gonna lead off with Araquanid just because I want to see my sets again. Okay, thank you. We really can't touch a lot of their team with this. We definitely depend on King Gambit, I think, to win this game, but in order for that to happen, we need to deal with Quagsire, which I do think that Nasty Plot Pecharunt can help in that regard. I'm just going to get a Sticky Web. It really does not matter at all, especially because whatever's coming in, when they flip turn out to Weezing, like, webs don't do anything for my team, but it's not like I can really do much else in face of Aloe. I am slower, though, by 1 point, which is really nice. I assume Corvi exactly comes out. Corvi doesn't really matter, but getting the damage on Corvi is nice because it can let my Iron Treads two-shot it. I'm just going to spam. I'm simply going to spam Liquidation here. There's no point in actually defogging or doing anything either. Knowing that this thing is webs. Yeah, I struggle very hard with this. I would rather attack into it and then just be able to endeavor a Pokemon. I feel like that's going to be... my win con here. Or not my win con, but like something that actually allows me to beat a Pokemon. So if Corviknight wants to come out and go for its Brave Bird, that's fine too. The more Pokemon go down, the better King Gambit gets, right? At the end of the day, that's how it happens. Aloe comes out. I could go Petch and then break the balloon. Do I want to Endeavor here? They'll Wish up, right? And then they'll Protect. But I get a free Endeavor on something else. So I'm actually going to go for it. Because it gets me down to Rocky Helmet even lower, right? And if they want to flip... Okay, so we get Aloe low, which is nice. That's good for Iron Treads. Iron Treads can 2 KO Corviknight with the Supercell Slam. And I'm definitely bringing out this Mon right now. I'm going to go right for the Supercell Slam. If they go Quagsire, they get me. But I assume Corviknight will want to come out. Yeah! 60 is some nasty damage. We're going to follow up with an Earthquake, trying to catch Quagsire upon switching. This is a roll to 2-shot Quag. No rocks. I instinctively was looking for it. Might as well go for it. They have to recover, so it's not the end of the world. Just getting all this damage on them. Also, Pecharunt +2 can knock out Corviknight now, so I'll just keep going for this. Again, we have to keep this on low, so that way my Gambit can win this game. Also, my SD, I guess my SD Ace can do something too with Gunk Shot. 4. Eventually, they'll throw off a Water Move or an Earthquake here as well. But again, just keeping them low is important. 3. And I got countered. Not what I expected there. All right. So, obviously, Hoopa's a threat. I'm going to plot once. They're going to have to hit me with Psychic or Hyperspace Fury. Again, the more Mons die, like, they do get Gambited, right? But I have to really be careful about Weezing. This thing can just click Psychic on me, though, man. I really don't have good switch-ins to this guy. This is definitely AV. I assume Ace doesn't win this game. Oh, Psy Noise, exactly. I'm in Blaze. Not that it matters. I'm not in Blaze, excuse me. It's 35% I need for Blaze. We'll SD up once. And then I'm going to try and poison Quagsire upon switching, because there's no way they actually stayed in and gave me Aloe, which well, now I'm in Blaze. I'm dead. Underground. But at least we got the poison on Aloe. And this is a tough team to break. I don't really have anything for Quag on the squad itself. I will say, though, getting a potential poison on this, we do open up the door for King Gambit. So, like, it's not the end of the world. Oh, beautiful. We get the confusion as well. That's big. I don't mind this either. I assume they're going to end up bringing out Corvi here, but Corvi doesn't really matter too much. I can go Pecha. I'm generally surprised because I think I would have broken them in half with EQ. But at this point, again, Pecharunt Nasty Plot is still very, very strong, especially because Hoopa's coming out and taking damage. So every single time this Mon comes out and takes damage, I'm in a good spot. To the point where King Gambit, not just yet. Actually, Gambit, yes. Gambit for sure right now. If they Drain Punch, great play. But like, if they go Corviknight, they have to be body pressed to deal with me. We just want damage on Hoopa. Yep, there's Aloe. I could Terra Dark here. Is there a point in terrestrializing to a fighting type? I don't think there's ever a point in terrestrializing to a fighting type. Terra Dark Black Glasses will knock out Aloe. And I guess that stops Wish support as well. So I think I'm going to go for the Kowtow here. Even if they go Wheezing, right? They have to Terra to be annoying for me. Otherwise, Iron Head does a lot too. Yeah, I don't mind. I dodge a Wisp, unfortunately, for my opponent. We're going to EQ. Obviously, I am Mulumberry, which is why I made this play, right? Nice. Yeah, I'm Mulumberry, which is why I made this play. I assume they bring out Corvi now. Are you just faster than King Gambit? I assume you have to bring out Corvi now, right? That doesn't matter too much, though. Because I'll never let him Wish Pass. I'll Dragon Dance up. I'm just Dragon... I wish I had Fire Punch. Just Dragon Tail. Getting in Hoopa is amazing. Again, just that Pecharunt endgame is nice. And them being leftovers is nice, too. We will be going for another... Ice Spinner's free. And they gave me Wheezing. Perfect. So I don't have to worry about being burnt. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Quag comes out. I will Dragon Tail that out. Never mind. I'll just go for EQs and take another Recover from them if I can. Again, we have Hoopa low. And at +2, we do KO Hoopa. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I assume they protect now, right? They go that, which is fair too. Body press. U-turn would be annoying, but then we're okay. How fast are you? Just wanted to know. Just wanted to get some information. That's fine. They can U-turn here safely. They didn't, though. So now we plot. Because if Hoopa comes in, I believe Hoopa now dies. If I'm not mistaken. How much did we do last time? 20. Huh. Soon. One more time. We need one more on Hoopa. Alright, so now we can go U. Kowtow's free. God, that is so strong. That is insanely strong. And they Terra Fight, which I'm okay with. So they've already given up their Terra. Bliss at worst can Thunder Wave me, right? Because I can badly poison it. Alright, so Bliss is gone. We don't have to worry about Bliss anymore. Shadow Ball always. Because they are a fighting type now, they actually take the... Maybe they're Shadow Ball, actually. Yeah. Because they're a fighting type, they actually take the Sticky Web. Which means I can SD up. I'm faster. I go for +2, 4 dead. Nice. We followed up now with a Kowtow, which will 2 KO Quag. And that smokes Aloe as well, so we don't have to worry about that. I think we're alright. Maybe. Depending. Kind of depends on how much Quag takes from this. Yo, am I reading this calc right? 72 to 85. 252 attack, Black Glasses, Supreme Overlord, 4 dead. The boost obviously doesn't matter. What? I'm just going for the roll. Yeah, like, what? King Gambit is stupid. Okay, I know everybody's been saying that forever, but Gambit is stupid. Holy. You know what's crazy? In the, I think they were talking to me, but I clicked the thing. In the matchup, it just says, against Stall, sacking Cinderace right away might be the most ideal situation. Actually wild. We'll just Sucker Punch here in case some random thing, even though they're AV, but all right. Great win to start it off with the Iron Treads, offensive Iron Treads, putting in work versus Stall. Or I guess semi-Stall in a sense. It's not really, like it's new gen Stall, right? It's like more like a semi-Stall, I guess. But we'll get another game. We'll be right back. Also, real quick, if y'all didn't know, from now until the 21st, code AIM is 30% off. So if you want to pick up any of my restock flavors, because they're all in stock, though Moo Milk and Tropical Guava are limited stock, feel free to now. These are hydration. This is caffeinated. This is also caffeinated. My Mythical Mystery is a lemon lime, like a smooth lemon lime. My Moo Milk is like a taro bubble tea. Those two are caffeinated. My Tropical Guava is like a guava plus like passion fruit mix, but just a little bit of passion fruit, more guava. We have Cherry Apple, which is cherry apple and a mix of grape. And then my Meteor Burst is kind of like, people say liquid Smarties, I say liquid Skittles. I like the flavor regardless. So does Raul. It's my boy. And again, we also have my ice shakers in right here too. So if y'all want to use my code, try out Advanced GG, now's the time. 30% off with code AIM. And yeah, if it's caffeinated though, 18 plus. I'll be right back with another game. All right, a game where my opponent does not have hazard control, and we're Mental Herb Arachnid, which and max defense, which is really cool. SD Ace looks pretty decent here. Obviously, I don't want to lose to the opposing King Gambit, so I will keep my Terra on Pecharunt most likely. Again, this was Shukaberry on Cinderace, and the rationale was really funny because it was like, oh, this can take one headlong rush from, what's it called? From a Tusk, but if they Rapid Spin the headlong rush and rocks are up or whatever, you lose. I was like, let me just put boots on this homie, see what happens. Big Lando comes out, we get up Webs because again, if they want to taunt me, that's a risk they want to take right now. But we do have the Mental Herb. Woo! Beautiful. And now we can go for a nice little liquidation. So Webs going up are amazing. And I can follow it up with a nice little lunge into potentially Ogerpon if they want to stay here. I'm assuming they're U-turn plus Earthquake. That damage on this is so good for Ace. And lunge hitting, obviously, the Ogre, which I'm expecting to come in, is just really, really strong for me. I mean, that's the only water resist besides, obviously, Roaring Moon right there. So, beautiful. Might as well just keep lunging. I don't think it actually matters. I'm just going to keep lunging. You don't hurt me enough. And they already gave me damage on Ogerpon. And I do want to get rid of Landorus again, because that will mean that my Treads actually 6-0s them. But I gotta be extremely, extremely careful. Extremely careful into... It's just maybe Gambit and Roaring Moon, I guess. Roaring Moon's Terra as well. I don't know, but my Treads look stupid good here. I think Endeavor is just the play. It's relatively safe. It hits Ogerpon as well. And lets me get the damage off that I need. I think we always just do that. So they're +1. I could be demonic and go out to Iron Treads. I will live a +1 Sucker Punch easily. But the thing is, if I do that, am I doing that so I can spin to open up for Ground Dragonite? Because that would be the only rationale behind that. And I feel like that's okay. Especially because it's a +1 Iron Head into Landorus, so I think that's safe too. But I do kind of, I kind of just want to spin, man. I knew it. Okay, I'm glad I made the play. Iron Head does kill Lando from that range as well. After the rapid, I mean, did 15. Of course, Iron Head kills. So we get rid of Rocks, which is amazing for Dragonite, because we're obviously running Lumberry on Dragonite, not heavy-duty boots. And then my Treads looks pretty great here. It looks pretty great. If they want to Terrasilize just to get up Rocks, because they can't Terrasilize to get up Rocks and then kill me, that's fine as well. I mean, I guess I click Supercell Slam. I don't know. If they want to go out to Landorus, that's fine too. Like, I don't know if that does anything for them. Yeah! Oh, I almost killed. Almost killed. Okay. Dragonite. Dragon Dance Dragonite looks very good. But Ace is kind of the GOAT right now. Should I SD like a demon? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Please. Could have been game losing. I KO Landorus unless they Terra Water. My King Gambit is stupid with Terra. Yeah, I know Gambit. I don't gotta explain what a Gambit does, right? I do not have to explain what a Gambit does. Them being special attack raise is nasty. I think we just Pyro Ball a couple times. This is gonna open up Pecharunt a lot. Next one will be in Blaze, right? Oh, well, never mind. They just made it, so. I'm just gonna sucker because it should break their sub. And they have to attack me this turn, right? I suppose they could Terra. I wouldn't mind a Terramon behind a sub. Right? And then we just took Pyro Ball. After. Sludge Wave's gonna hurt. I might even just take 99 from it. I'll be real. because it's a special attack booster now because of webs, but oh, not as much as I thought. Cool. And now I'm Blaze Boosted Power Ball, so this does knock out a Pokemon or 2-shot Roaring Moon. So it's a relatively okay play for me to click. Gambit has to come out here. Just trying to make sure I don't lose to Roaring Moon. Oh, okay. Never mind. They should have. I'm pretty sure I just hit them with the Blaze Powerball. I wish I had Terra Blast. Beautiful damage. And now, at worst, they speed tie. Like, yeah, that's worst case, right? At worst, they speed tie there. You don't die. You can click Ice Spinner here. You don't die unless they're Outrage or some Scale Shot BS. I can click Ice Spinner, KO them. And then I believe Pecharunt can win the game with Terra Blast Fight and Malignant Chain. So, great. Roaring Moon's gone. I'm just trying to make it... And I'm always keeping King Gambit in the back because it's King Gambit, right? Which is obviously what my opponent's doing too. They're keeping King Gambit in the back because it's King Gambit. This is going to be close. This is definitely going to be close. It's like games like this where I wish I had rocks, right? Like, Landers would be dead, but, you know, people peak the ladder without using rocks. It's crazy. This only has webs on the team. I like the Supercell Slam, though. I think it's pretty cool. All right, Demon Val comes out. I'm adamant. Are you faster than me because I'm adamant? No, thank you. Cool. Moonblast there. Bring out Pecharunt. Malignant Chain, and it comes down to, I guess, 50-50s versus that mon, right? Unless Shadow Ball kills from 52. It actually does. So Shadow Ball's a play just in case they Terra Steel. It does 52 min. That's beautiful. All right, Demon's gone. And if Gambit Terras, then I have my own Gambit to outspeed it and knock it out with Kowtow and then Sucker Punch Landers and we win the game. So I think this is the play. Because they would have to Terra Ghost and then have an attack to hit me. They don't. Beautiful. All right, we win. Good game. Nice. No Terras from the opponent there. And they're pretty high up on the ladder. And now we're higher. Let's go ahead and get into the game. All right, it looks like my opponent probably has Mono Boots. Rotom and all these other mons too, man. Rotom. Oh, no. We got Rotom. We got Samu. I assume Mono Boots. Ice Spinner would be better for Lando, but maybe Dragonite's Terra Ground. I think we have to depend on Nasty Plot Pecharunt in this. And the problem is, if we Terra Pecharunt, which we don't really have to, but we could to deal with these guys. Ideally, it's just Specs Pult, and their team has no hazard control, which obviously we know it doesn't. But it's definitely Boot Spam. I think Boot Spam is really tough for... Maybe we could see an SD win. I'm a lunge here because I'm max defense. Again, I can spin okay into their team. Because I can literally just click Earthquake, attack booster into Dragapult and kill it. I assume it kills anyway. So we'll see. But yeah, lunge is the play. Get as much as we can. Maybe they... I guess they could taunt. I have Mentor, but I don't really care. Again, I assume this entire team's boots, though, so maybe I'm wrong. Okay, it's real nice to see lunge do 50. That's really nice. And obviously, it also lowers the attack stat, which I think is cool, too. I wish I had a Custap Berry at a point, because if they hit me with all three, I'd be close to in range or about in range. But at least we can get up webs. That doing 51 as well. Let's see what that tells me about Samurott. So that actually tells me that Samurott is no HP invested. Rotom comes out. I do kind of want to Endeavor, but like you might go Dragapult. But at the same time, I think Endeavor is just good. Anyway, they may go Pult here, but if they go anything like Landorus, or if they go Landorus, it's amazing for Ace, right? SD Ace looks good. I kind of hope they were like a random Thunderbolt variant too. If they go Pult, we get to find out what it is. Samurott comes out, and it is Boot Spam, as I mentioned before. We can definitely spin on that as well. They're just going to go for their attack here. I'll just Endeavor again. Right, bring you out. Spin does kill. But we are going to EQ. They have so many switch-ins to this. Like, they actually don't have to get this play right. I'm going to go for Rapid Spin. I'm going to literally do it. Yeah, I'm Attack Booster. That's so good. Like, they don't have to make a play there, right? I get so much out of that. Unfortunately, a Pokemon that I have no switch-ins to, a.k.a. Landolo. We'll bring you out. And another Mon that I have no switch-ins to. I have to Nasty Plot up a Petch. I think that's my way of winning this game. And I'm just going to Dragon Tail you. They revealed Thunder Wave, so they're not Wisp, which is good to know. Get you out of there. Get a little bit of information. Clefable comes out. That's Iron Tread switch if I've ever seen one. Landers can obviously come out too. I think we Iron Head first into that. And I high-key think Volt Switch, Thunder Wave, maybe Pain Split plus that. I think Treads is still a good pivot into Clefable, but I just need the damage, dude. I need the damage. Oh, great. Like, legit great turn for me. I wonder if they go out into... I wonder if they went out into Landers there. So that Rotom's at 44. So that's a great turn, right? 28%. I probably could have followed it up with another great turn, aka just hitting them with the next one. But that guy being weakened is nice because Terra Ground Dragonite can win with this thing being dead. Malignant Chain is a roll to kill, and coupling, like, if you see this, 38 to 46, it's in their favor, but then slightly looking at what's it called? Looking at Poison, looking at Confusion, hoping to hit himself and getting the roll. I'm going to do this. I need this Mon to win, but I high-key cannot beat Rotom with this team. It is very difficult. Gambit's like mid as well, so maybe I could have went Gambit and just clicked Kowtow into Za to keep this Mon alive. And to be honest, that might have been the better play. Now that I'm thinking about it, if I don't get this roll. If I do get the roll, I'm blessed, and this is better positioning. If I don't get the roll, then I can lose to Za. But Terra Ground Dragonite with Dragon Tail can help. So there's always that option. We know that it's Boots Pult though, so it'll be close. All right, we're blessed. We get the Malignant Chain roll. Rotom is gone. Webs are up, which do absolutely nothing into my opponent's team. And SD Cinderace looks pretty good. We do want to switch into... this is like legitimately worth going for the Poison on Landers. Yeah, that's super worth going for Poison on Landers. Keeping you alive is very useful. I think we go you now. Yeah, they would have had to smack down. They would have literally had to smack down and then also hit me after. This is great. Are you unaware? I'm about to find out. Nope. And the Thunder Wave? That's fine. We followed up with a nice spinner. Lando dies. I'm still +1. Za comes out. We're going to Dragon Tail that out immediately. Oh, it's offensive Za. Okay, it's Life Orb Za, but it did take the speed drop, which is very, very important. I think we win. I think we win. Because I just Shadow Ball now. I live every hit from that. I Shadow Ball now because it hits Dragon Pulse if they want to make that play. It being Life Orb, basically if they want to go hard pull, they should sack Clef. But if they want to go hard pull, I think SD Ace wins. So every bit of damage on Za should win me the game. I did not expect it to be Orb on this. So actually, webs were amazing. Also, Dragon Tail just made sense just in case they set up, because maybe I couldn't have lost to it anyway. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, what? I don't think that helps you. You Terra Steel, you're weak to Ace. I don't think that helped. Maybe I'm wrong. You're also weak to... You're also 4 attacks, right? So King Gambit gets the click button. I could have went to King Gambit and clicked Sucker Punch if we're being honest. Polk comes out. Oh, they're going to Thunder Wave and do all that BS. Okay. Well, they can't Wisp me, right? Gambit can always get Sucker. I can always... I'm just going to Pyro Ball again. I literally Sucker Punch kills Za. I only lose to... First off, Draco, I don't even think kills Ace. Yeah, not only does Draco Beater not kill me, because they're going to go for Thunder Wave here. Not only does it not kill me, it puts me in Blaze. Dragon Darts is fine too. Hit him with another one. Hit him with a Sucker here. If we can. Because it's Life Orb Za, so Sucker will kill it, and then we win the game. Perfect. Perfect. Nice. All right, Ace doing its thing. Let's go. 1907. On to the next one. All right, opposing webs is always something. My Dragonite being immune to them is big. They obviously have King Gambit. They obviously have Golden Go also immune. I think we just go webs for web, man. We go. That's it. Webs for webs. Boots on Ace makes a big difference here. Me being Swords Dance also might make a big difference here too. Pecharunt looks like a win con, obviously. But yeah, we lead off with a Araquanid always. If they go out into... If they lead Raging Bolt, I simply go treads and then I supercell slam into this guy. So Sticky Web here for sure. They surf. That doesn't really matter. I guess they didn't want to get it up just in case I went for court change, which is very fair. Like, why would you want to have webs up against yourself if you don't have to? You know, I've fought Defiant King Gambits and stuff. I guess in National decks, it makes more sense, but... Or just lowering their stats. I'm pretty sure Liquidation is better. As they go miss the Bolt. They're going to Draco here for sure. Just Endeavor. Beautiful. I'm just going to Liquidate here. So we can go you. Simply go for Iron Head. They got to be careful, right? Because if they go Golden Joe, they can lose. The homie's balloon was a pop, which means I now have the fastest Dragonite in the West. Are you Focus Blast, though? Or are you landing? I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, so gold is gone. Don't have to worry about that demon for later. Iron Mothingtons comes out. Help. I like you because you do get a spin-off versus Bolt. But then Dragonite wins too, so I shouldn't go Dragonite now. Like, Terra Ground Dragonite wins very easily. I'm gonna give up the speed tier that I once cherished. I'm gonna give it up. Because I have Pecharunt to outspeed Val too, so I feel like that's an okay trade right now. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Please Terra Fairy and die. Jesus, man, that's super offensive. All right, what do we want to do to kill you? I think it's just you and Earthquake. I think that's all right. Beautiful. All right, Samon's dead. Araquan Demon comes out. I'm gonna do Endeavor. But then I get the Kowtow kill, right? So I think I sack Treads here. Oh, they lunge. That's best case scenario. If they give up Terra here, I'm in a good spot. Oh. Cuss Up and Surf is fine. Malignant Chain does kill them from that percentage. Yup. Kind of comes down to Gambit and like the rest of them, right? Like Val surely Terra Steel, Shadow Balls or something. Bro came out with the swiftness. If it Terra Steals, I think Dragonite wins the game. So I think I go for Shadow. Oh, they Terra Ghost, which is even better. Because now I kill them for sure, and now I win the game 100%. Let's go. Let's go. Yep. And all we gotta do versus Gambit is Terra Fight. And we hit him with a Terra Blast. So, hell yeah. We managed to go undefeated. I guess I could get crit. They didn't crit me. Oh, they did crit me. They did, but we still did it. All right, we managed to go undefeated today. Really nice, all the way into the 1900s. Very cool team. Did we ever click Swords Dance with Cinderace? Absolutely not. We absolutely did not click Swords Dance with Cinderace once this entire live. Was the option to have Pyro Ball and Sucker Punch really good? Yes. Would having U-Turn in this live maybe have been better over like Swords Dance? Probably. Would having Will-O-Wisp maybe have been better over Swords Dance? Probably. Would having Core Change better over Swords Dance? The world can't say it, but you might hear probably coming from the back. But it was a great video overall. Undefeated, right into 1919. I can definitely see how the team, especially with Pecharunt specifically, because they said here, I built this team over a month ago, and the peak is neat, but I definitely hacks a lot with Pecharunt, so a better metric might be spending the month consistently at 1900. And I can obviously see that, because I think Pecharunt's a really good Pokemon, and you saw, like, every single time I got the poison, it was just always in my favor. Just it allowed me to beat Mons with it later, like the Hoopa in the first game. I think I had like, spectators blocked this entire video. I don't know who was on the account, or is that just me? But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed. Leave a like, sub to the channel. On my way to 500,000 subs. And like I said, code AIM is 30% off for the entire rest of the week. So if you want to pick up any of my flavors, of course, if you get anything caffeinated, 18 plus. But I will see you guys in the next one. That's it. Peace.